Hey folks, excited day. We're at ECPC here in beautiful Carlsbad, and we have Patrick, one of their engineering specialists, here to walk you through the new innovations behind the Elyte hybrids and irons. Patrick, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Patrick, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself besides my very short intro?
Yeah, so I manage the R&D irons and hybrids team. Our team's responsible for 3D modeling. We're responsible for optimization, FEA analysis, AI use for swing segmentation, as well as for face optimization. We do spec creations, CG optimizations. We do testing, robot, player, you name it. We do everything we can to make sure we're giving the consumers the best products possible.
Wow, so you're the man behind the greatness of the Elytes.
Oh, it's a big team, but yeah, I'm one of them.
Wow, that's really exciting to have you here today. Now, Patrick, can you walk us through a little bit, how do you already take a great club like the AI Smoke and take it to the next level with the Elyte? What does that process even look like?
So I think the process for us, it really started with understanding the player better, understanding the segments. So we took so much more player data, so much more swing data, and understood kind of how we could break down the segmentations into unique segmentations that really represented each corner of the market. We found that there were really 4 corners of the market, and that's kind of the 4 clubs we have here today with the Standard, the X, the Max Fast, and the HL. And we went through and did the same thing with the hybrids, understanding those swings. But we went down and did swing segmentation, and we kind of used our AI process to help us understand what the market's telling us. Really came down to 3 unique swings, and so that's why you're going to see only 3 hybrids in the lineup here.
And I've been hearing the buzzword everywhere in every industry on AI, but you guys really are taking it from just a name to really using that big data to make your clubs a better performing product than the competition. Can you speak how you guys are using big data to change the game of golf?
Yeah, I think for us, the big difference is you'll see some other companies talking about AI with how they design the face. And we use AI to design the face, but I think the more important part is understanding the player and using AI to help us segment those swings and break down the data in an efficient and accurate way to get those swings correct, because it's data in, data out. If you have good data in, you're going to have good results out, and that all starts with your player segmentation and your swing use with each of these clubs.
Wow. And taking it a step further, can you walk us through how you guys even create the different models? Like where are you getting inspiration, and where are you finding the data to build each kind of model tailored to that type of player?
So the data is sourced worldwide. We're getting Asia, Europe, the US. We're really getting data from everywhere. We have internal data sources as well, some external data sources of people using licensed agreements and stuff like that to collect swing data. So it's a really diverse set of data. And then really when you break it down, you understand a swing. Now, once you understand the swing, it's not only are you using that swing for your face analysis, you're also using that to drive the shaping, the design, what the look of a dress is, how much confidence you're trying to inspire to that player. A feature that's subtle, but also influenced by our swing analysis and what swing segmentations for a specific club is our tri-sole design. And that tri-sole design that we'll talk about is 3 surfaces that make up the sole bounce of the club. And that star of the show is going to be this leading edge surface, which is kind of a chamfer off, taking that leading edge off the ground a little bit, giving a little forgiveness. But the angles we use to cut those is unique to each specific iron, because we understand that there's a specific swing that this club's kind of designed for, and they're going to have a different attack angle, they're going to have a different pitch and hands forward, their yaw is going to be a little different, if they're toe up or toe down. And so we want to accommodate for all those things when we're not just only designing the face, but also the entire head, the shape, and the envelope.
And when you're building this out in the R&D process, do you also have to kind of take it a step further and figure out a process that's going to work on mass market and mass production of it? Because prototyping is one thing, but then building it on a factory scale where all of our consumers can get it right at golfdiscount.com, where would you, how does that inform your decision making on building the club?
So really, we try and not have it limit us. We try and push the envelope on everything, and we're willing to put in, and we do put in the extra time and effort working with our suppliers, working with our manufacturers to making sure features like this are consistently implemented into the head. We have a very lively, vibrant VFT on the back of the face. So there's all that topography. We work, many hours, many trips with our suppliers to make sure they're developing the faces and producing faces that meet our kind of strict requirements.
Yeah.
So we're giving every player the same, excellent, great experience that the next player will have with the club.
What would you say is the toughest challenge when it comes to the R&D side of the business and building the clubs themselves?
I think one of the toughest challenges is with building these clubs and getting it consistent with our suppliers and manufacturers is that leading edge feature. This feature, while it's in the part, we have a weld line for the face cup that goes right through it. So there's a lot of grinding, a lot of advanced techniques that we have, some proprietary techniques of how we can implement this feature consistently and getting it right for every player.
And something I know our audience is going to want to know is, how did you even get in this business? How did you even start here? I mean, so many people love golf and want to be a part of the game on all levels. Even though most of us aren't going to be godlike tour players, we all want to be involved in the game. It's the greatest game of all time. You can play it whether you're 6 or 60. So it's a beautiful sport. Like, how did you get in this business?
So I was originally a mechanical engineer at the University of Alabama. I interned at TaylorMade, a competitor down the street.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, and then from there, I realized, I really was in love with working in golf and working in the sports industry, so I wanted to stay here. So as soon as that internship ended, I got a associate engineering role at Callaway, and then kind of the rest is history. I've been here and just growing my career since.